he's lucky these are a bunch of wimps, because otherwise he would have gotten hurt. If this had happened in Eastern Europe, you know what I mean? Like, he'd be dead right now.
Hey guys, this is Matt Miller with Brawl, and today I have Dale Hart with me here, who's a former UFC fighter and military veteran. And we're going to be breaking down and reacting to this video of a Jiu-Jitsu brown belt who got into a physical altercation when he went to a Tesla protest wearing a DOGE t-shirt, and one of the protesters smacked his hat off of his head.
Hey, sir, we have tiny dicks, and that's why we support this shit.
Okay.
Bitch.
Later on, this guy would claim he only knocked my hat off, which is clearly not the case.
Okay.
Bitch.
Oh, poor Nona. She can't believe what she's seeing.
Shit.
I love this pause here. It's like ChatGPT thinking before it spits out an answer. I'm crawling all the data from my 8 years of YouTubing, my martial arts experience, trying to decide how to handle this thing artfully.
Oh, wow, that's not okay.
To quote King Theoden, so it begins.
Okay.
Bitch.
Oh, wow, that's not okay. Hey, you assaulted him, man. We got that shit on camera. Now you're gonna go down. Now it's gonna be a problem for you, man.
Jiu-Jitsu is based on the idea that if your opponent is standing, he can put his whole body into a strike and generate enough force to knock you out. But once you get him down, it's over. He can no longer generate power with punches or kicks, or not any real power. I'm a brown belt, so it's possible one day I find myself on the ground with a black belt and I get out-grappled. But as a rule, people who know how to fight don't start fights. Guys like this do.
Come on, man. This guy's biting me, dude. Get the dude, he hit me.
Get him first,
Hey, he hit
Don't touch him. Don't touch my boy.
But that's not gonna stop me. The triangle's been my baby since at least 2008. If you want to, you could completely extinguish somebody's life with a triangle. But for a situation like this, it's nice too, because you can just put the guy on timeout.
My boy, let him do it. He's gonna put him to sleep. He's gonna put him to sleep.
Hey, he bit me. He's biting me, dude. He's biting me.
That's triangle checkmate right there. That's not a fun place to be. This guy's pushing on his face, trying to free him. All these people had a primitive understanding that something bad was happening, so they're just trying to push and pull on various body parts, hoping to alleviate pressure. But I wasn't torquing this hard enough to actually put the guy to sleep. My plan was catch and release from the beginning.
I want the gun. I'm not gonna hurt him. I'm not gonna hurt him. He did hit me.
Yeah, he did.
I know, it's definitely him.
It was him. We also knocked his head off. No, he knocked his head off. You come on, don't lying, man. You're lying, man.
What are you doing?
This is already, for me, Junior Woodchuckville, right? This is such a novice behavior on this guy with the guy. This guy's been in too many jiu-jitsu scraps and not enough street fights. And he's lucky these are a bunch of wimps, because otherwise he would have gotten hurt. If this had happened in Eastern Europe, you know what I mean? Like, he'd be dead right now. So much of what he did was terrible. And
Like what?
First off, slapping the guy. Terrible move. Okay? If you're going to start aggression, it's time to kill. Like, you either should be retreating or you should be killing, not slapping somebody.
This guy, I mean, if he really was a brown belt and he's bigger than the guy, and this is an old guy who doesn't look too threatening, just slapped him in the face, you're saying the best move would have been to just totally disengage and retreat.
Absolutely. He should have retreated way before the slap. And after the guy hit his hat, he should have walked away right then.
Yeah.
He should have just backed away and retreated, and especially with all these people. So then he does an initial movement that's not dangerous, right? He's only half going, and you should never half go in these situations.
Yeah.
And what happens is that guy had a boot knife, right? He mounted him. All of a sudden, that guy reaches up, grabs a boot knife out of his boot. Super hard to stop.
Yeah,
right?
you don't know what people have on them. That's
Absolutely. Right. And this guy going to the ground and involuntarily giving up his back on somebody that doesn't know jiu-jitsu. Wow, what a novice move. Terrible idea.
Yeah.
Never go to the ground in a group like this. Never. Yeah. See, right here, he should have walked away. What happens if he has a knife? What happens if he has a gun in his car? You never know. You have to treat everybody like they're dangerous. And again, not a very good takedown. And he goes to the ground with him. Here he should have been stayed standing or maybe knee on belly. See right here in this situation, if that guy happened to have a knife, he could have grabbed that easily without that guy knowing.
True. Yeah.
It's very hard. If you don't stop someone's upper body, it's super hard to stop them from getting a knife if they got some experience with it.
Yeah. Why did he give up his top position there to go to a triangle?
Because he's never been in a fight before, I'm thinking.
Yeah. In a jiu-jitsu match, you can do that if you want to, and it's not as big of a deal, but there's so many more factors in a fight that would make that a really, really bad idea.
Absolutely. And when you're down on the ground and someone comes up and soccer punch you in the side of the head, bad. You're vulnerable to people attacking you when you're on the ground. You're way safer on your feet and you can retreat and control distance.
Yeah.
I'm much bigger fan of stopping it on the feet, especially when I'm far dominant over somebody. He's lucky these other people aren't kicking him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're in the, if you weren't in whatever protest this is with a bunch of, I don't know what you know, these people aren't the toughest, meanest bunch. I don't know how to say that nicely. And on top of that, the guy could have bit him here. He's lucky.
I think he said he did bite him. He was biting him.
Yeah, of course.
Probably right in the crotch or in the leg.
Right. That's why when you put a triangle on someone, Matt, you choke them unconscious.
Yeah.
So they're no longer a threat. And then you get the hell out of there.
Yeah. Dealing with this situation, out of 10, what do you give this guy? 10 being the best.
3. 2, 3. He got lucky. He went and trained, but I'm thinking his jiu-jitsu school did not prepare him very well for a street fight.
If this was a formidable guy that he couldn't retreat from or that grabbed him or something, then, going for a takedown or something like that would have been
nope, no takedown.
Don't go for a takedown.
The only time I want to, for me, collar tie, clench, work from there. Elbows, knees, trips are the only takedowns I advocate for. And you stay standing, put them down on the ground. And you continue to stay standing. You're much more dangerous and much safer on your feet. If we're fighting, we're fighting. You know what I mean? I'm trying to put you in a situation where you can't hurt me anymore.
Yeah.
That's why you don't fight. But when you fight, you fight.
Right. Right.
You avoid it at all costs. And then you go to the death.
Well, I wanted to talk to you about this one because it's interesting that this guy, he went to one of these protests wearing a DOGE shirt. And interestingly enough, I did that. Trouble. What's that?
Probably looking to cause trouble.
Looking to cause trouble. Well, I was going to say, I did the same thing a week ago in one of our videos. And it didn't turn into a physical altercation, thankfully. And, I would have, I think, handled it better and gotten out of the situation if somebody got too aggressive, too physical, or put their hands on us. So we kind of have a protocol for that.
Yeah, good.
But we wanted to go ask them questions and stuff. I don't know if that's what this guy was doing. I have to give him the benefit of the doubt because I did the same thing. And in the back of my mind, I was thinking that could happen at any moment.
He's out there without any help.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you got to choose your friends well. And to be honest with you, my friends would have been killing people if they were touching me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You need some backup in a crowd like that.
Right. You need some people that can handle their business a lot better than him. I have a good friend, and he says there's people who have put their thumb in someone's eye for reals, and then there's the rest of everybody else.
Would you recommend that, putting your thumb in someone's eye?
Absolutely. That's what it's designed for. Look at it. It's the perfect shape. What do you think that thing's made for?
I haven't
Grabbing
trained
stuff?
that move though.
Hey, again, you don't fight, but when you fight, it's to the death, man. Because you can't want to rely on someone else's kindness for your survival, ever.
All right. Thank you, Dale, for joining us here at Polito Brawl. And thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you guys get notified when we post brand new videos to Polito Brawl. Thank you guys again for your support, and I'll see you next time.